Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Saris and I'll do my first ever Valorant patch notes rundown. This time it's 0.5. Alright. Okay, whatever, let's check right at it. Gameplay imbalance. No, you will no longer enter walking accuracy state when transitioning from run to stop. IMO, it's just a bug fix, nothing else. Okay, actually, that stopped. Okay, well that's good. That just buffs AD counter strafing, which is obviously increasing skill ceiling. It's not as RNG anymore. There will be a lot more moments that feel bullshit because of this, but I don't think it's bad. It's just gonna be skillful if you get shot because of this change. Dead zone accuracy speed threshold increase. Now you can't gain walk accuracy while transitioning from run to stop. Size of the dead zone full accuracy state to make it a bit. Oh, but that doesn't it go the other way around? AK, when you start running, before there's a bigger like time window when you can shoot while walking or running properly. I don't know. This is double-edged sword. If I understand this correctly, I might be misunderstanding. Okay, rifles. Recovery times on rifles have been updated, which should make the top and burst firing. Firing more efficient and accuracy is accrued anytime the weapon is refired prior to a complete duration. Sorry. Which should make the tap and burst firing more efficient. Okay, that's good. And accuracy is accrued anytime the weapon is refired prior to. Okay, base walk accuracy. So it's nerfed. That's good. That's really okay. Then this is more impactful than this. So I know it's good. But it felt like walk spraying with rifles was a little more effective than we'd like, particularly at longer ranges. Yes, indeed. We can pull back and slightly continue to monitor. That's good. I think this is pretty good, but now we'll see how this works. IMO, this doesn't change that. I would change it to 1.0. Yeah. Okay, vandal horizontal. Yeah, recoil reduced by. This is huge. What the fuck? Okay. Gun recovery time. The small change is pretty impactful, IMO, actually. I think that's actually is really good for Vandal, especially. But then you look at this and it's like, why would you ever use Vandal? Tap efficiency, the fuck does that mean? Fixation where the gun recovery was harder than intended. But it felt so more. It felt. Why would you ever use Vandal with these numbers? And this doesn't. If I understand this correctly, this doesn't mean shit. I don't know. Bulldog facing higher intended. Okay. Guardian fixation work. This is. But why would you ever use Vandal? Like Vandal's whole point is to tap heads, right? But now you can't even do that properly. Like, why would you ever, like... And this doesn't mean shit, right? It's like, you can just spray with Phantom, burst with Phantom, and it's more efficient than Vandal, because the fire rate is so much bigger as well. I don't know. It seems like Vandal is pretty much useless in most cases now. I don't know. Machine guns are slightly underperforming. Okay. Eris, price reduced. Same as Spectre, but like, why would you ever take Spectre over Eris over Spectre? I don't know. Firing error. This value is a curve that has intermediate values between each bullet. Bullet has slightly less error than bullet 1, and so on. Bullet 1. So it's intended as a delayed laser, pretty much. Obviously, that's not specific, but like. So that means it has a wind-up time, and afterwards it's intended to be more accurate. But this is, I don't know. Like the first, now machine gun's base walk accuracy is the same as standing. I don't know. I don't think MGs are actually viable in most cases. Reduced amount of intensity after 8 bullets. I mean, for Ares it wasn't that tragic, but for Odin it was really tragic. It was really hard to control that gun. But again, Odin is so expensive, I don't see any case where these two guns are actually properly viable, except like some cheese strats. Okay, Sage, slow orb, zone duration decreased from 9 to 7. Slow orb, slowing amount decreased from 65 to 50. Supping power while still allowing her to full premier staller in Valorant. These changes are to reduce the overall efficiency of her slow orb, especially if they are chained back to back. Wasn't what? What the fuck? Wait. There isn't anything about what? Oh. Yeah, this I knew about this. I mean, Sage is hit really hard here. Sage is really hit really hard here. I don't know how I feel about it. Obviously I think Sage is a bit too strong. Yeah, she's OP, especially when the play is coordinated. And I know I'm biased because I'm Sage main, but I don't. I think they hit everything too much. Like one of these 3 changes, and it's fine, but they hit everything at the same time, you know. So I don't really like it. Especially like this, I don't think both changes should come in at the same time. I honestly think this is good. I think from 9 seconds to 7 seconds is really good because it was a bit too strong. But I don't like this. I think it should stay the same same slow percentage. And I still haven't seen anything about the bug fix where say second Sage slow doesn't apply if you're standing in the first one and the second one's applied on the top of the first one. I still haven't seen anything. Maybe it's silently fixed and wasn't said. I hope it is. Cyber Cage no longer slows enemies that move through it. Addition cyber parameter Sentinel gathering info on his enemies and picking them off, but the slow on the cage was allowing him to move into Sage's territory based on. This will be a tool he used to buy some time, but enemies will now have more options when pushing. He's especially coordinated. Spy camp cooldown destroyed increased. Whoa. Hopefully this pushes. I don't know. They are really killing the stallers. IMO Sage is real. Sage won't get killed from this. I'm gonna start with that. She will still be the most meta pick ever. And in every coordinated play, she's a necessity, even after this. But this kills her this affects her in ranked so hard. Especially if you're solo queuing. It affects her a lot. And I don't actually like this. I don't know. And when doing this as well, I don't know. This change I don't think is too bad because I agree with them that you could sacrifice the first camera easily just to get info early, and it was whatever. Although I still wouldn't like to use it that way. I still think it was wasted camera, but I get what they're going for. So I don't mind this change too much, but this one I do mind. I don't think this should be removed. I really don't, because like you have to look at how the maps are played, right? Obviously, Cypher and Sage can stall one side. For example, Haven C. Both of them can stall for such a long time that people can rotate. Yes, but that's the point. That's the point. I don't know. I don't like this. I really don't like this change, and I don't like this change. Omen, dark cover smoke duration. I like this. I do like it. Dark cover smoke projectile speed increased. I like that as well. Cooldown increased. Yes. Especially high triple players in Brimstone become the dominant controller movement that gives make them more valuable while the whole maintaining their unique playstyles. I like this overall. I really do. I think Omen is a bit too underutilized, and a bit of buffs will let people know that does exist indeed. Viper, snake bite radius increased. This is huge. Because IMO, Viper is hidden OP. People just don't know how to utilize use her yet. And she's not OP in solo queue. She's really OP in like coordinated play. People don't know how to use her as a team and as an individual. So I think this is actually a change that will like I don't think this will get rolled back, but she will get hit in the coming patches. She will get hit, in my opinion. Brimstone, Phoenix, Viper. We've seen you B-hoppers out there jumping through Incendiary, Fireball, and Snake Bite while taking no damage. We don't want to completely get a skill, but we also don't want to realize a whole set of characters. I agree with that. Height required to jump out of the area. Denial. Snake Bite, Fireball. Tick speed increased. I think this is good, but this is again too much. Because like these like total damage per second unchanged, yes, but holy fuck does this like this is so punishing to get hit one of these. I get that they're trying to like negate the skill of somewhat negate the skill of b-hopping through it. I get it, it's strong, but this should do it, no? That guarantees like I don't know exactly how fast the ticks apply and stuff, but I think this should be enough. You still take a lot more damage jumping through it. I think this is good, and this is enough. This is overkill. Agent ability credit cost tuning. Again, I said I don't like this. IMO would be better if they increased slower prices by 50. Still balances out Sage. Like Sage is really cheap. I had this open. No, I had this open. Where Sage full util was 500. I think it should be 600, but not because of the ore barrier, but because of the slows. In my opinion. Raise blastback increased. Okay, that's actually huge. Raise is 600 now. That's big. That's really, really big. Phoenix curveball. We talked about this Discord with one of the people on Discord. This should be 150, not 200, in my opinion as well. That would bring him from. Where is Phoenix? Now he's 600. I think 600 on util is on util heavy agents. Like, I don't think everyone should be 600. That's so much. Brimstone's Incendiary. I agree with this. Do I? He's the only 7. Oh no, Jet is 700 as well. That's fine, in my opinion, because there are rounds you won't use it. It's kind of a situational ability. So I think this is fine. Jet's updraft reduced. How? What? Brimstone's the only 700 now. I think this is fine in general, but I think this should be 150. This should be 150, and this should be 300, and slow orb speed should be 150, not 100. Agent's armor. Agent carried over from... this is the bug fix. I don't think it affects too much in the grand scheme of things. There will be some instances, but in my opinion, this is fine. This shouldn't matter too much. Max credit cap reduced... Many hard for too long and becomes many much. I think this is a good change for coordinated play, but for ranked, I don't think it. I don't think this is a good change for ranked, because that means if you're the solo carry, you could afford it on the last round, on the half or match point, to buy 2 of your teammates' guns. Now you can't really, and it's... Or maybe you can? can if you're really capped out, if you didn't have to buy anything. I don't know. I'll see how this plays out. I don't think it matters too much in coordinated play in competitive, but yeah, I don't know. Character update. Sova's old round now includes a layer of sound for engine rotors, so there should be reflective on that, ultimately high noticeable. The previous version of VALORANT was for allies and enemies that's heard in third person. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Barrier locations. Those clear blue walls have been adjusted across the map to provide attackers more of a foothold into their tier control. Okay, defender's barrier. Defender barrier in B mid has been pulled back. New barrier. This is huge. This is a huge Sage nerf again. Because Sage likes to play mid in split, right? And she insta-walls it, most likely. Most likely insta-walls it. Now she can't do that. And the barrier changed, which makes the barrier in mid really glitchy to use. I don't know. This is a huge Sage nerf. Huge Sage nerf. I mean, you can still angle it somewhat, not peek it. I think you can. I think you can play around it, but I don't know. I don't like this too much. Defender barrier has been pulled back at A ramps. A ramps, that is there. Okay, that gives attackers a bit more. Attackers will be the first ones to be able to peek that. Okay. A main. What? Okay, you can't aggressively peek. There's no way you can aggressively peek A again anymore. Pushed forward slightly at B main. That's fine, in my opinion. Angle the wall on the left interior of B tower when pushing up the stairs from mid. Okay. I think this is a fine change. Radiant Knight crate in B has been changed to a metal crate to provide more cover when planting the spike. Don't like that. That means you can rush plant, which that means you can rush plant, and that is bad in my opinion. Like, rush planting should be punishable if you have an angle to shoot through the box. So I don't like this change as well. In general, I don't like most of these changes. IMO, they're really listening to Reddit, which says it's really defender-sided. While it is defender-sided, that's kind of the point, in my opinion. Attackers should utilize its utility properly to take a side. It shouldn't be just run and gun. So, in my opinion, I don't really like these changes for the most part, especially this. I mean, it's a huge Sage nerf. Sage is hit insanely hard this patch. Okay, Haven, a new map exploit system which will. Okay, this is good, and this is just exploit bug fixes, whatever. Split added fixes for Cypher spy camera exploits to all 3 maps. Okay. That's whatever. That shouldn't be in the game anyway, so no point to hang on that. Backside of spawn barriers are now upbeaked to prevent some abuse cases. Don't know the abuse cases, but that's okay. Added ability for spike to automatically fall from elevated boost positions. Yes, that's big. That's big. I don't think, again, it doesn't matter for coordinated play, but for like when you're playing ranked with randoms, that's huge. I was one of the fuckers who boosted himself as Sage up on the binds mid box, and the spike was there, and we lost the round because of that. Fixed multiple spots where Sova's Recondar could overpenetrate map geometry. I mean, those are just bug fixes, doesn't matter. Teammate armor is now shown on the scoreboard. Okay, I don't think that matters too much. When a spike is planted, spike icon in the upper middle UI now pulses with the audio beeps. That's big. Well, it's not big, I just really like the change. New artwork for Binks to increase readability in the world. Good. Portraits, re-enabled portraits for players minimap icon. Thank God, it looked ugly. Reduced size of portraits and icons by several pixels. Good, in my opinion. Added color to player's own minimap icon with slightly thicker border to aid in finding oneself on the... Yes! Not in life, I like that. Good. Added regulation of chat message when using the radio menu or radio wheel. Don't know what regulation. So you can't spam them? Okay, cool. Slight increase the broken armor text size to make it easier to notice. Okay, it shouldn't matter. Relocated fly out menu to title for titles drop down so it opens in a more sensible location. Huh? I don't know what this means, sorry. Move the leave match button closer to other exit buttons in the menu. Okay, cool. Made logout, okay. Shift the location of skip button on MEP, okay. Adjusted. Hooked up ult almost ready VO when the character uses the ult status radio command and are within one ult. Okay, that's just Overwatch thing, that's okay. Enable attack defend icons and not just observers. Okay, icon for need help change from okay, quality of life. Cheaters are no longer referred to as hackers. Cool. Profanity filter setting added. Okay, I play with chat off. Added a setting that allows toggling between walking and running. Okay, it's like subjective, so that's fine. Viper's Poison Cloud no longer enters cooldown when picked up during the buy phase. That's big. No, I think this is a good change, yeah. Because it's the case for Cypher Camera and such, so it should be the same for Viper IMO. Added foe coloring for Sovus Hunter Prey Fury. What is Hunter's Fury? That's the ult. Added the foe coloring for Sovus. Oh, now it's red instead of blue when enemy Sova shooting it. Okay, that's fine. Level up animation and unlocking free cards. Okay, okay. Okay, that's actually good. I'm a kind of skins addict, so that's fine. Okay. Very social pattern. Okay. Okay. Renamed first person. That's it. Okay, good. Rename shadows. Okay. Bug fixes, I don't necessarily care about them. Anything else? Bug fixes client. Okay, yeah, no, in general, I think this is a good patch. Quick run back. I think this is a good patch. I think Vandal needs buffs if it's gonna get used. Because right now, Phantom is just 1,000 times more consistent. Bulldog getting... I actually think this was fine number. I don't think this should be the same as the others because it's so cheap. And it should be more punishing if you stay on Bulldog when you can buy another gun. Like 3 rounds in a row, you stay on Bulldog, it should be more punishing in my opinion. But let's see how this plays out. Guardian, good change. Really good, in my opinion. I think Vandal needs buffs if it's gonna get used properly. Because Phantom just seems 1,000 times better in pretty much every case. Like 99 of the 100 cases you would want Phantom over Vandal. And the one case, I don't know. This one is, I don't think it matters at all. Maybe this will change something for Ares, but I don't think so, because yeah, if you're ready to buy Ares, why not just buy Spectre? I think these, I like Omen changes. Viper, I think Viper is really strong already, so I don't get her getting buffed. This change, I don't like that they added this. Tick speed increased, but I like this. This is good. I hate that they... I think Sage should have been hit, as already said, but I don't think this heavily. She's hit insanely heavily by her direct changes and map changes. She's hit by them really hard. Cypher getting hit I also don't like, because I don't think Cypher is actually broken. Unlike most people, I think if you know how to play around Cypher being on enemy team, he's not strong at all. He's just good. And these costs, I think they have shot over the board for some of them. But other than that, good change, good patch. Good patch, especially in terms of guns. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.